Hello everyone and welcome to Overgrowth Weekly number 30. Today is July 10th, 2011. I am Silverfish and as usual, here is also Anton.
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's up, Anton?
What's up, Silverfish?
Well, I asked you first, so...
Let's see. Exciting news. I need to find a replacement to go on tour with Mike Patton for me in September, but yeah.
Sweet. So
I
if
don't know
anyone
if
in the audience knows how to make music or something, I don't know, contact Anton and...
Yes. And then come to LA and buy me some drinks and then we'll talk.
Yes. It's a freaking plan, man.
Yeah.
I have actually been working a lot lately, which is something that I don't usually do. I've been working 8-hour days.
Wow.
I have never worked 8 hours a day, I can tell you that. I worked 6 hours a day and I have worked 4 hours a day, but never 8 hours a day. So it's actually not that hard. It's much easier than I thought it would be, because it's kind of fun. For some reason it's fun. Okay, I make 3D buildings for this. It's like a company in Sweden, in my part of Sweden I should say, that make maps and stuff like that, and they want to have a 3D map, so I help them make the base for that 3D map. I make buildings that are a box with a triangle on top to make a roof. And I make like several hundreds of those.
Wow.
And for some reason, I do not grow tired of it. I don't know, man.
That's great.
Yeah, I guess it's great. It's great. Money, man. Money, money, money. But I don't have enough time for other stuff. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. It becomes difficult.
Yeah.
Welcome to the American dream in Sweden.
The Swedish dream.
The Swedish dream.
In America.
Okay.
I think I can go with that. Anyways, yeah, so I've been really excited to do stuff with Overgrowth Weekly, I should say.
Yeah.
Overgrowth Weekly. I've been like, yeah, I want to make something. But
A 3D map. I think you should
Yeah.
make 3D maps.
I'm
That's
going-
exactly what you need.
I'm going to make a 3D map. Oh yeah, Overgrowth Weekly. It'll be great. But I don't know what to do actually. And I want to do something awesome. I don't know if I'm thinking about doing transitions, if I should be like, whoa, the next segment, take a look at this, yeah. So it'll be like a small video or something, and then it's like, news, it's like swoosh, whoosh. But I don't know if that's the right thing to do, man. I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. With 8 hours of work a day, it's...
Yeah, I only have that for one more week though. So I'm free next week, so I'll actually not have time because I'm going away to friends and stuff. But the week after that, I'm going to work, and then that's the end of that work thing. Because I work through my company, so I have it's a project thing.
I see.
Well, anyways, I want to think about Overgrowth Weekly after the show, sometime after I've worked, sometime in the future. It'll be great, and Overgrowth Weekly will be awesome.
Yeah, the fans are getting restless.
Yeah, so let's move on with the show. Biggest show I've ever seen in my entire life. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's it. There are 6 of them. I can count them on one hand and a bit of
And
my
a
other
toe.
hand. Yeah, and a toe. But we should start where we start every week, in the weekly alpha. I think that's adequate. Yeah, adequate.
Yes.
Okay, so because everything else is so little this week, also the alpha changelog is very small as well. Okay, so undefined config files filled from default.txt fixes missing weapon keys. So if you don't have the config file, it'll be replaced by the default txt or something.
Well,
great.
this was actually the opposite. This was for people that had a config file but didn't understand how to update the config file. It now will automatically update the config file from the default file.
When you update or something?
So the main thing that was happening, and this was a big issue in the previous week, was David updated the default file to include keys for picking up and dropping weapons. But if you didn't understand that you needed to delete your config file, it would not be replaced by the default file. So people wouldn't have the keys to pick up and drop weapons. So he's now made it so that it forces any missing line items in the config file to show up if it's missing from your config file.
Well, that's awesome. Now we don't need to be telling people to how to change their config files. They're like, oh, this new feature doesn't work for me. They were like, oh my god, what's wrong with you? No,
well,
like that.
And that was.
Like, go ahead.
No, it's just funny because I put pretty detailed instructions about the third post in the download link that day, because I when I saw it, I was like, I know this is going to happen. And pretty much all week long, I think I was referring people back to that link of how to fix their config file. So when I saw he was adding this, I was pretty excited that I wouldn't have to explain it again.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's very annoying, especially because it's in different places on Mac and Windows. Annoying.
Yes.
Well, anyways, so that's good. That's really, really awesome. Next up, we have weapon pickup animation. Let's take a freaking look at that. Here's the game. It's called Overgrowth. Can I throw this weapon? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to pick this weapon up. I hold E. If I click E, he will be like, oh, I'm gonna pick it up. No, wait, no. And then if I hold it, he'll pick it up. That's pretty sweet. And also, if you run around, if you're holding E, I'm holding E right now, and I walk forward, he'll pick it up when he gets close. That's cool.
Yes.
And you can also roll over it to pick it up if you press E while you roll over it, just like in Lugru. Very cool stuff.
Which makes a lot of sense to me with a knife. It doesn't make quite so much sense to me with the spear or staff or even a sword,
Yeah, I guess. But it feels awesome.
It feels like a good way to do it. I like the game mechanic, but I sometimes start to worry about if I'm rolling over a weapon and I grab it, what happens if I don't grab it the right way, or accidentally stab myself, or I'm still sitting on it when I finish rolling and then like trip and fall. I think that these game mechanics need to be thought about and included.
Nah. Maybe he's practiced rolling over weapons and picking them up or something. So he's pro. He can do that for a living or something. I don't know.
There are some funny bugs though with the pickup weapon, but it might crash your computer. But I can talk you through it if you wanna show off some funny bugs.
It might crash my computer, not just Overgrowth.
No, just Overgrowth. Just crash Overgrowth.
Good.
I've never done it in Windows though. I've only done it on Mac. So.
It seems it works, man. This is exciting. I'm getting excited.
All right, so while you're holding the weapon, press L to restart the level, and you'll notice that you're still holding the sword.
That is correct.
Press E to pick it up again.
Yep.
Does it go crazy?
No.
No? It's not trying to pick it up over and over and over?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll have to show you on my computer then.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, you hold Q and E and he'll do this. Oh my god, man. That's...
I've never seen that
suitable
before.
For work. Oh my god. Yeah, Q and E, it's the new thing.
Yikes. Wow. My dad was talking about watching the show. I'm glad that he skipped it this week.
Oh, it would have been great.
All right, if you switch over to mine, I can show you what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'll do that. It'll be black for a little moment, I think, if I set it up correctly. Oh yes, I did set it up. because we tested it. Nice. Okay, there you go. It's up.
Excellent. All right, so if I grab the sword on my end, and then I reset the level, I press E to pick it up again, I get this nice little blurry effect.
Sweet!
And what's kind of funny is that if I, right now I'd be able to drop the weapon, but if I actually reset the level again, I get it twice as fast.
Nice.
It only does that twice, but now if I try and drop the sword, it crashes the game. Or if I try to pick up another weapon, it crashes the game. But there's no way to get out of it at this point. There's no way to drop it.
That's
so I'm trying to
awesome,
drop it. Oh yeah, and I spin in a circle if I hold E.
Oh yeah, maybe he's trying to pick up the weapon, but the weapon is everywhere, so he's like, oh my god, what do I do?
So yes, he's trying to pick up a weapon that doesn't exist.
Did it crash now?
Oh yeah. Oh so yeah, I guess when it crashed I probably got cut off, so the game crashed.
No, you didn't get cut off, actually. Should I switch back to mine? Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. That was it. I just think it's funny that he sits there and spins in a circle trying to pick up a sword that he's already holding.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I hope they include that in the final game. Next up we have fixed crash when jamming or on grab/release keys, so that's cool. Cleaned up animation export script, also cool, something that you can't really see. Starting on detail object, which he shows in the video, you can see right there how there's a big sphere there, and inside of the sphere there are dots. We can actually show some more about this detail object stuff later when we come to the news segment.
Needless to say, this is an exciting layer of detail for the game.
Indeed is. It's very exciting. Yeah, so exciting. Holy crap, it's exciting. But for now we should move on to the community segment. First up we have the fan art watch. Yay! There are no new fan art this week. Yay! Let's move on. Next one, Community City 2.0. Oh my god, you guys though. The fan art watch. Seriously guys, what's wrong with you? You need to make some more fan art.
Just draw a stick figure with sticks coming out of its head and you got a rabbit. That's all we ask for.
Exactly, do something. I mean, this is, I think, the first week ever where there is absolutely no fan art at all. Or is
no,
it
there was nothing
one?
last week. Second week in a row.
But last week, didn't we have the little animation thing?
Okay.
So that's kind of fan art. It just wasn't in the fan art thread.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Yeah. So yeah, Dirver is working on it apparently. Go for it, Dirver. Post it before the end of the show. We can't have one show without any fan art at all. That's just preposterous.
It's blasphemy.
Yeah. No.
But if you don't already know about the fan art thread, you should go check it out. There is a lot of amazing artists in the community doing a lot of amazing art. So go check it out.
Yeah. There are 53 pages, so it'll take a while. You can have just set aside a day or something, or a week of your life, look through the fan art thread. It'll be worth it. But we do have one puny little item, except for the fan art watch, on the community segment. Actually, it's not very puny. It's very, very cool, actually. It's this guy, Adwuga, yeah?
Yeah, I guess so.
With the awesome avatar of a guy having his head chopped off. It's pretty cool, actually. And so this thing it's a community city. Man, I need to learn English. So what you do is you create a building or something, and then he'll place it in this community city, and after a while there will be a lot of buildings in this community city, and you'll be able to be like, I made that, and it'll be great.
Right. There's a way to save grouped objects as a single object that he can import, so you should just create an object and export that. And I'm afraid I don't remember the key command to export the group object.
Is it Control-Shift-S or something like that, I think?
That sounds right.
So we have a few images here already of some guy made a tree cabin. No cabin. No
Oh, we'd say tree house.
tree house. Yes, that's a English word. So yeah, he made a tree house. And this guy made a. It's a house with a long ass stair leading up to it. So that's pretty cool. And here they are inside of the level. For some reason they look better in the level. I don't know. But that's cool. I like the treehouse actually.
Tree houses are very cool. And, you know, Last who made it is the same person who's done our blood mods. He does good work.
Yeah.
He does good work.
He's a pretty cool guy. Yeah. So you guys should totally check this out. It's pretty damn awesome. Okay, another guy made something. Oh my god. Let's check it out, man.
Well, the very last one is he's included one of Hale's arena maps in it.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's pretty hardcore. It's a level in your level. Yo, dog. So I heard you like levels.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's cool anyways. So if you feel like doing some mapping, you should totally just make a building for this, something awesome. And it'll sort of get more publicity, you can say, since it'll be, you know, seen by more people probably. If this gets off the ground, so far there aren't a whole lot of things in it, so make something, it'll be great. If this keeps on growing, we'll of course keep covering it here on Overgrowth Weekly, because we love ourselves some community stuff.
That we do.
And that's it for the community segment. Holy Lord of Overgrowth. Holy Whale Man. Holy Bear. Something.
Someone's asking about what more there will be to do in Overgrowth. If you want to talk about the game before we move on, I don't know. You want to stretch this
yeah,
show this week?
We're like 15 minutes in, and we're kind of more than halfway through the show. So yeah. So what needs to be done on the actual game, right?
Well, no, I think he was just asking what will be available in the game. What right now the game is sort of you can create your own levels, you can kind of play around combat, but what will be sort of the end result of the game?
I guess you could just look at Lugaru, right? It'll be kind of like Lugaru if you play that. If you haven't, it's on wolfire.com/Lugaru. So what's missing basically is a campaign, and I'm guessing challenge levels. Well, there will actually be a lot of stuff. It's very hard to remember all of it, or just mention it like that.
The main thing they're focusing on a good single player story with excellent mod support is kind of the plan. He's asking if there will be things like leveling, and I think that probably I think most RPG elements will not be included in the game. That it will actually be personal skill based on timing and location. So, which is sort of the, you actually develop your ability to fight well in the game, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's something that's very awesome about Overgrowth. I mean, we've said this a lot of times, but we can say it again. The thing that makes Overgrowth and Lugaru awesome for me is that you don't level up your character, you level up yourself, kinda.
Yeah.
Because you have these, at least I did, I had these kind of ways of measuring my ability. Like, first time playing, you probably have a hard time beating just one rabbit opponent. And then when you learn how to beat a rabbit opponent, on the easiest, you'll try on normal, and then when you've beaten that, you'll try it on insane, hopefully, if you're playing Lugaru. Because insane is the funniest difficulty. If you've only played Lugaru on the lower difficulties, you need to play on insane. That's, the only fun one. And then when you've gotten to that level, you'll be like, oh, 2 rabbits, I can't beat 2 rabbits. But then when you'll learn how to beat 2 rabbits, and then 3 rabbits, and then you'll come to the wolf the dreaded wolves, and then when you've learned how to beat the wolves, it's like you're leveling up yourself. It's kind of cool like that.
Right.
And you
sort of,
actually... Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you kind of learn how to sort of manipulate the AI to sort of, that's part of learning how to play the game, is how can you take on multiple players? How can you, when you come up to a pack of 3 wolves and the wolves can sort of almost instantly teleport and tackle you, it's almost scary at moments, and you have to learn how to sort of lure one off at a time and take one out at a time, or, and then use the dead body of that one to kill the other ones. And it's kind of cool and gruesome that way.
It really is. And I don't know, skill compared to leveling, it's a pretty hard subject, I think, because both of them have their ups and downs, I guess.
Right. Well, sort of the weird thing to me about Lugaru is that if you don't play it, at least for me, it really is a skill where if you don't practice it, you kind of get bad at it. You can't just pick up and immediately go back into insane fighting wolves again. You have to sort of get back into the groove and find your timing. Whereas, if it's a game where you've leveled up and, I have a sword that does, 20D, 2D20 times 100, and you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You just come in there and... Yeah, exactly. Once you've gotten that good, you never go back.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that makes it so that you can go back to Lugaru as well, because when you're playing that game, and you haven't played it for a while, and you start playing it again, I know that when I play RPG games, I stopped playing the RPG game for a reason, probably because it was boring or something, maybe it wasn't challenging, I don't know. And when I go back to it, it still isn't challenging, it still is the same game, but when I come back to Lugaru, I am like, oh, I can't beat this amount of enemies now, well, I need to learn that again. And then I'll have a challenge that I need to overcome in front of me.
Right.
And that's really cool. Like, if I haven't played Lugaru in a while now, if I was to go back, I could probably easily play through all of the challenges again, but not right away. It would probably take me maybe 1 or 2 hours to like get my skills up and be able to beat all the harder challenges there. And I would feel like I actually accomplished something when I did that, even though I've done them before.
Yeah, it's true.
So it has a really, really good replay value when it's more skill based like that.
Yep, I agree. Plus, I also found that the challenges aspect was a great 10-minute break from work. I could stop and play through the challenges, feel like it was satisfying that I did something interesting, and then go back to it again. Get back to work.
Indeed.
Whereas, there are other games I play. Like I've lately really gotten into NS2, but man, games take a long time. Even fast games take a long time. It's not like a quick break,
Yeah, I know what you mean. By the way, we need to play some NS2. I like NS2 as well.
Yeah, I've been playing pretty often now, so...
Sweet. Yeah, NS2, I agree. The matches are very long, and that's kind of annoying. I mean, you can jump in, play for a while, and then jump out, but it's really not as satisfying, because you'll probably jump in the middle of the game and leave in the middle of the game as well, so you don't really get any feedback like, how did I do? Did I win now? No? Did I lose?
Right. I always... There have been many times and I'm falling asleep and I refuse to leave because you kind of almost bond with your teammates and you don't want to let them die, because one person can make a difference in that game. So
yeah, totally, can make a lot of difference, man.
So have you played this? I know that we're totally off subject here. Have you played this week's build of NS2 yet?
I haven't actually. I've been busy, but I did download it and I was like, oh, I want to play this, but I had stuff to do. But I'm going to. It's I looked at the changelog and it looked pretty awesome.
It is. It actually, I felt the last build was kind of alien friendly. Like it was really easy for the aliens to win, and I feel like now the Marines have some pretty huge advantages. So I think I played 3 games on the new patch, and it was, I think every one of them the Marines won. So kind of crazy, yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to try out the new balancing things, and also the pustules, or whatever, how that's pronounced, pustules.
Yep, that's how pustules.
I want to shoot a pustule. It'll be great.
They are fun to shoot, and the chain reaction when like 20 pustules die at the same time because you take out something higher along the chain is very satisfying.
Awesome. I'm gonna check that out, man.
So the reason that I feel someone is commenting on the fact that this is Overgrowth /NS2, there was the organic pre-order pack where if you bought one, you would get the other. And this was, of course, a long time ago. That option is not still valid unless you did pre-order before the option. But the games are very cool indie games, and definitely both worth checking out.
Yes, indeed. And someone asked what NS2 is. We should probably briefly mention that. It's, I guess you can call it, if you took StarCraft and mixed that with an FPS, I guess. Any specific FPS, you'd say? Counter-Strike?
Maybe. I was going to say like a modern version of GoldenEye is really the one it feels like to me.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, some FPS. So there's an RTS aspect to it. There's one commander on each team that tells everyone what to do and builds buildings and stuff, and then the rest of the guys are just walk around and kill stuff. Aliens versus Marines, that is. So it's pretty
yes.
Cool. You should check it out. But let's move on with the show, I guess, unless you have anything else to say about it.
No, I think we've given Unknown Worlds the attention they need, and we'll be expecting our royalty check soon.
Yeah. So that is www.unknownworlds.com. Let's move on. Official news. 3 official news items this week, and yeah, they're pretty cool, I guess. First up, we have a tweet here by the Wolfire guys testing out a more realistic cutting sound instead of the standard metal scraping ching cut. Bodies are made out of meat, not metal. Well, I guess that depends on if you're made out of meat or metal. I mean, if you're made out of metal, you're obviously made out of metal.
I think Rabot 2 should still get shing whenever he gets cut.
Yeah. And Iron Man or something. What if he's in the game?
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah.
He might not quite be balanced in the game, though.
Maybe, I guess. I don't know. Someone will need to make an Iron Man mod and then we can test it out. He can fly, can he? Doesn't he have jetpacks in his feet or something?
I think that's the case, yeah.
That'd be so cool to fly around in Overgrowth. Well, anyways, that's cool. I like that idea because, yeah, I guess that Mikko Tarmia guy, no, not Mikko Tarmia, the other guy. Tapio, yeah. That guy. He's going to have to cut a rabbit or something with a sword. It'll be great. I hope he puts up one of those videos of that.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what it really ends up being. Probably a pumpkin or something, right?
Yeah.
Pumpkin with a sword might work.
It would be great though if he just killed a bunch of rabbits.
Yep.
Oh my god, that was awkward silence. not amused at all. You're like, yep, poor rabbits, man. You're crazy.
No. I was reading the chat. There was something that I was gonna type, and then you were like rabbits, and I was like, sure, okay.
Oh. Yeah, I felt
the answer
totally denied there.
Sorry. The answer to the question as to whether or not you can kick people off the mountains is you can actually already do that. If they're ragdolling and they fall to the ground, they will die.
Yeah, especially if they land on their head.
Yes, or they're high enough up.
Yeah.
So you were saying killing dead rabbits?
No, not dead rabbits. The video
live ones?
The video will be Mr.
Tapio.
Tapio, yes, Mr. Tapio, with a longsword, two-handed longsword, in a small room with like 10 rabbits, and he'll be screaming and swinging the sword around, killing all the rabbits, and then he'll upload that video to the internet. And yeah, it'll be one of his how to, or how did I make these videos.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm teasing. No, yeah, that sounds awesome. Sorry.
Yeah, it would be sweet. Well, that's...
okay.
Yeah. Next up, grass.
Grass.
Yeah, it's an image. It has grass on it. He writes, here's some more normal looking grass. Take a look at this grass.
Did you not show off the funny looking grass?
I did not. Maybe I should. I can do that. Here's the normal looking grass. And let's talk about this first, because this looks awesome.
Yes. I'm very excited about the look of grass, because having it be not a flat texture immediately makes it feel like a place that you could have been, or a place that you might go,
Mm-hmm. And I'm really excited about the fact, I was actually going to say, notice how you cannot notice where the grass ends.
Yes.
If the grass ends and there is no one there to see it, does the grass truly end?
Is that a rhetorical question? Like, if a tree falls in the wood and it kills a mime, does anyone care?
I guess it is. It's not rhetorical. It's not rhetorical. It's one of those life questions, where if you realize the answer, you'll be like Zen or something. I don't know.
Ah, true.
Yeah. So it's one of those questions, and I think that no, if you can't see that it ends, it won't end. That's just the way it is.
Awesome.
And we should probably show off the crazy grass. Let's see here. Still experimenting with grass height intensity. Does this seem about right? And he has this picture. No, David. Are you stupid? This is wrong. My God.
It's high weeds. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it's actually very cool. And
to me, it kind of looks like a cabbage patch a little bit. Like he's crouching and walking around in the... Cabbage.
Maybe. Notice in this picture, though, how also it's very hard to see where it ends. Even though they're super high and very different, you can kind of see over there how it's kind of fading out. But imagine if this was normal grass in this image, it would be freaking impossible to see the end. And as we saw in the other image, it was impossible to see the end, so never mind, I guess, or something. So that's the weird grass. And yeah, that's cool. Next up we have swaying grass. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
So he says that he added some swaying grass.
Yes. It will blow in the wind much like the trees do. The tree leaves.
Yeah. The tree leaves blow.
Which is so cool. I mean, it's such a subtle effect, but it seems like it's so... It really adds something to the game, I think. So I'm excited to see that in real life.
I want the grass to be affected when you walk on it and if you lie on it and stuff. That would be so cool.
That might be a little more difficult.
It might be difficult, but it would be awesome. I remember this game. I don't know if you played it. It's called Titan Quest. It's
I didn't play
kind
it.
of a Diablo clone, but in my opinion it's better than Diablo 2. But anyways, it's a very good game. And in that game there are fields of like wheat and stuff, and when you walk through them they like sway like from side to side, and it looks really awesome.
That's awesome.
They should do it at least like that. It'll be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And yeah, so hopefully we'll see grass and stuff. I mean, almost certainly we'll see grass next week, in next week's alpha, which is released in just a couple of days.
Yep.
So,
about a day and a half from now.
Yeah. So set your alarms or something. I don't know. But it'll be great. I'm really looking forward to the grass. As you said, it adds a lot of detail to this game. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
Me too.
And yeah, I think that's it, right?
I think that's it.
So this was a very, 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 very short Overgrowth Weekly. Normally we're struggling to keep it within schedule, but now we're 25 minutes early ending, but I guess that's fine. We don't want to talk about nothing, so yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, I guess.
Awesome.
Awesome, sweet dude. As usual, ogweekly.com right there. Check it out, man. See the agenda right there. Click these links here. Follow the Steam group, the YouTube channel, and the Twitter, where I tweet stuff. Only awesome stuff, though. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.
See ya. Bye.